Good morning. Good morning and good day to you. It is a beautiful day. I'm Spenta. I thank you for being here. This is my daily vlog. It is the daily vlog with Spenta, and I'm outside. So I hope that you can hear me well, and I hope that reception is all right. It's very windy as it is just now changing temperature. We had a little bit of rain in the night and some more rain in the early morning, and now it feels like the rain has completely gone away. So that is what I have so far. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. Um, let's see who all is in channel today so I can give a big shout out to my friends. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Kuya Ray. Good morning, Boyette. Good morning, Mandarin. How are you? Papa Fredo, thank you. Carlos, thank you. Jace, thank you. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for being here and your support. So, Lucen, thank you so much for being here. Dark Moon, good morning. A big shout out to my members, my subscribers, and my friends. Thank you, YouTube, for being a great platform. And thank you to my friends and my members, my subscribers, my donors, my sponsors, my friends, my family, all of you who have followed me on my journey. A shout out to you guys. How is it going? Ikana, how are you? So good to see you. Cricket, it is very good seeing you. How is it going, my friend? Going good here. Everything is good. Happy to see you. Just having a little bit of reception issues going on, but that's because of the wind going from wind to from the rain situation back into non-rain. That's what it is. There you go. It's very difficult. There we go. So I hope that my stream is good for you guys. It's looking good from my angle, my here. So I hope that it is continually good for you. Alrighty. Well, that being said, I am thankful for all of you being here. I'd like to continue giving a shout out to everybody. This is a good time to start planting lots of plants in the ground. So if you haven't planted things, if you are wanting to put stuff down for the fall gardens, this is a really, really good time. So I highly suggest that this is when you start with your fall garden design, like autumn garden design, autumn, the season of autumn. So I've already started, but I started a month ago. So I started a little bit earlier because I like having my pollinators continually all the way into the fall, late fall. So I like having that. Good morning, Ross. How are you? Ross Marniel, welcome. Carlos, good morning. Maganda Gumaga. Thank you for being here, friend. Sharon, welcome. How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you. How's it going? Thank you, Ace. So good to see you. Let me see, friend, real quick, if it works. It's if I try to do anything, it says reception could possibly break. So I have to be very quick about it. Very quick about it. Let's see if quickness will get us somewhere, my friend. Here we go. Alrighty, and don't forget to check out the pin message. And thank you so much for being here. I would like to take a moment and give my members a big shout out and thank you for being here. And then I will continue talking about fall gardening, and I'm very thankful that you're here with me. Again, thank you to Flavia Bagotsai Official, World Messages Tour, and Share Pencil Artist, Those Eyes TV, Comedal Official, Dark Moon, Artisan Art, RC Spray Gun, T Pro, Falcon, Rick Cherry Abigail, Renita F3, Mocha, Lias File, Hippy Dippy 89, and Agile. Continued blessings to you guys. also uninvited walk on, who is my other member. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Lisa, continued blessings to you for your friendship and for your kindness and for your donations and your niceness. I hope everybody's had a good day and a good evening. Well, let's start sharing and seeing how everybody's been doing. This here in front of you, as you're looking at it, is called a black eyed Susan. It's different than a brown eyed Susan. So, black eyed Susan is very different than brown eyed Susan, right? The eyes are different actually on them. So, the eyes are different. That's what's the difference. And I really like it. So I think that you guys should definitely consider planting this. This plant in front of us, I planted from seed and I have many more all around here. So it's definitely one of those where you want to use seed to plant it. So it comes up really nicely. Really nicely, flowers all the way into the fall, autumn season. So it's really, really nice to have that ongoing flower. Now I have aster, I have chrysanthemums, I have lots of herbs in my gardens. The mint will stay. So lots of, I have purple heart, it'll stay. And so lots of plants here are actually going to stay this beautiful color. The zinnias will go away later. Let's see what else I have behind me. Oh yeah, I have the Shasta daisies and I have African daisies, but they'll die back. But the Shasta daisies, those will actually come back. They're perennials. So I love perennial gardening. If you're wanting to garden, perennial gardening is what I highly recommend. Carlos, how is it going? Sharon Boyette, big shout out, sister. How is it going? Thank you for being here, sis Boyette. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, this on here, my typing application is so slow today. But that's okay. That's because, as you know, it's the El Nino year, right? Everybody's had so much rain and everything going on. Yes, Sharon, it looks really pretty everywhere. I have other flowers, okay? I have one that's called the Arkansas blanket flower. It's really pretty. It's red. I could share some pictures with you guys. I don't mind doing that. And then I also, that's going to come back next year too. Now, that's a good one. Love you, Boyette. Let's look back to see what all I have back here. Plant. If you're new to my channel, I live in USDA Zone 7. So it's similar to other areas if you are growing the same kind of plants, if it's hardy to your area. Just make sure it's hardy plant to your area. That's what I recommend. And a lot of my friends and I go to nurseries if we're wanting to find that special plant. They're usually good about ordering that special seed or that special plant that you're looking for. So that is what I recommend. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. All right. So yes, it's been a fun and good, so far so good plantation. Now, what I have done is I have cut lots of weeds out. This is the time of the year that if rain starts coming over because the temperature is changing, you are going to see so much weeds coming out of your gardens. So it's really crucial and important that you take care of your gardens and you don't let the weeds overgrow. I have a lot of people telling me, well, you have a lot of invasive plants growing, like morning glory is an invasive plant. And I say, well, sure it is. But, well, what's wrong with growing it if you're able to keep it, maintain it, and not have a problem with it? So I like to do that. That's what I like to do. Perennial plants means plants that come back each year. If they come back each year, then what are you going to have? You're going to have a garden that's low maintenance, which is what I'm looking for, is something that's self-sufficient, low maintenance, continues going. That's what I'm looking for. So that's what I have achieved, and that's what I like. I hope you guys understand what I mean. If you have annual plants are the same as having seasonal plants. Seasonal plants, they come back not the next season, if that makes sense. So seasonal plants don't come back. The plants that do come back are called perennial. So no matter what you're looking for, look for something that's perennial. Look for something that's for perennial. I would definitely recommend black-eyed Susan, brown-eyed Susan. The Shasta daisies are great. Hollyhocks are great. If you want some herbs, oregano, rosemary, mint, they're really good. I recommend them. Lavender is good, hardy. I love basil. I don't know what you guys feel about basil, but I love basil. I love growing it. So basil is the best. Yes, I love the basil. I love that basil. I love that basil. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, yes. And by the way, behind these flowers, I have aster is another good plant. The reason I tell you aster is good is because it does come back in the autumn and spring, so that's another good thing. Now, the Shasta daisies, they don't die back. When it's winter time, they'll stay green. That's the nice thing about them. That's what I like about them so much, is that they'll go ahead and stay green. And that's the nice thing. I want them to stay green. I don't want them to die back. As I mentioned, I like my gardens, I like to see things growing in the spring, just beautiful plants. So I have lots of bulbs and corms planted as well. That's right. That's right. So you want to focus on plant cooler area. You want to focus on some rhizomes, some hardy plants that are perennial. You want to focus on onions, onion plants or bulbs, rhizomes, plants like that. That's what you want to focus on. Um, let's see what else. Oh yes, coral bells. Coral bells are really, really nice. Coral bells are good plants. Coral bells are great plants. Yes, they are. I highly recommend coral bells. If you want to know about coral bells is something that's actually better for a shaded region. So coral bells are good for a shaded region. So that's what I recommend. If you are looking into having some shade, hosta is another plant. It comes back each year. Hostas are great plants. Now, I've shared some of this material in my gardening share, and so don't forget to check it out, okay? Check those out and make sure you definitely pay attention to which season they are. I have separated them into seasons, so I know it will be one it. Um, that way you can grow it in the right season. Though, as I mentioned, if it's right now and you're around my area, then that's what I recommend. Black-eyed Susan. Oh, and aster, coral bells if you have a shaded area. Lots of herbs. I grow lots of herbs. It's definitely a good thing. And being self-sufficient is good. We have 4 hens, and it's nice to have 4 hens because the hens are actually useful. The hens are actually useful. They lay eggs. So I kind of like that about them. I like that about them. And organic eggs are more expensive than store purchased regular eggs. AFR vlog, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings. Thank you, Tony. Blessings. It's a nougat mix. Hey, thank you so much. It's very hard for me outside to see my actual streams, so I appreciate all of your patience. Uh, Literally, it's very hard to see the mouse and everything else going on, so it's definitely a hard focus. So there you go. This one is basically, yeah, that's funny. So yeah, I can't see so well in the light. Load my other screen so I can try to see some of your messages. There you go. Savira, how are you? Thank you for being here. I am now sharing my black-eyed Susan with you. Do you like it? And by the way, how was your day? Thank you so much for your patience, my dear friends. Thank you. In Tungak, I got you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for being patient. It's very hard to see outside. However, if I use StreamYard, it cuts out my stream, and I figured at least you guys would like to hear the whole conversation. Ate Jovita, welcome. Ken Russell, shout out. I see you. How are you, dear friend? I see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Boyet. Shout out to Pakistan. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I see. Yeah, you could grow these there. Oh my gosh, but you have so many beautiful palm trees where you're at that I bet you're always like, ah, I love my palm trees. Man, I do love palm trees. Palm trees are really pretty. Mm. And I love eating dates. Dates are so delicious. So just thinking back of where I'm from, I'm Persian, so I'm from a different area, by the way. So I've had to get just justified and accustomed to the area I'm living around. I had to get accustomed to it. Super MC, shout out. Super MC vlog. Thank you for being here, sis. Good to see you. Savira, shout out. Thank you. Tony, thank you. Yeah, I know. Dates are really healthy snacks. So, my whole point in becoming a self sufficient gardener is so I could eat from my gardens. As I mentioned, flowers aren't the only things I grow produce. So, if you want to grow produce, I hope you see on the left side of this black eyed Susan in the middle, there is a beautiful bee sitting down. Constantly, I have bees and wasps. Name the pollinator, it's coming over. So, lots of pollinators. Here's another bee. And that's what you want. If you have produce like okra, tomatoes, peppers, whatever you have going on in the summertime and then into the fall season, into the autumn season, you want to have ongoing flowering sessions, as you mentioned. You if that's how you could put it. You want to have ongoing flowering sessions. And if you want to have ongoing flowering sessions, then I highly recommend that you do what I'm suggesting, that you plant, flowers that are not hard to grow, that come back each year, so they're low maintenance and you don't have to spend a lot of money. Make sure you get your seeds originally. I always have seeds, so I sell my seeds, but other people that have nurseries or people that are gardeners, they sell seeds and they sell rhizomes, bulbs, or corms. Make sure you get the good ones. It's very important to get the good ones. And the reason I say it's important to get the good ones is because if you don't get the good ones, then you're going to be stuck with maybe your seeds are not going to flower. And then you don't want that. You want all your plants to flower. So that's the whole point. So if you want continuous produce, that's what you have to do. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Let's see who is my friend New Hope. Shout out, my dear friend. Thank you for being here and for your patience with me. Thank you. Savira, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Much love to you. So, behind this, as I mentioned, right under the full, you are looking at one of my evergreens right behind this particular flower. That evergreen will stay green in the winter time. I've made sure that my gardens look like they rhyme. I like music, but I don't actually sing. So if somebody was wondering if I sing, I don't sing, okay? So no singing involved here. However, I like instruments. Solasim, welcome. Shout out to you. I love you. I'm doing great. Looking at my flowers, enjoying the weather, looking to see what's happening to the weather, sir. Always concerned about the weather lately, aren't I? How's it going, Soul? So, yes, this behind us is an evergreen. I'm just sharing with my fans a little bit about my gardens, my dear friend. Lots of bee activity and lots of pollinators all over the place. How's it going with you? And this evergreen behind us, I love evergreen, and I just planted another evergreen. I feel that it's very important in part of landscaping to have evergreens and perennials. Annuals, if you can save the seed, is very good. I save seeds for zinnia. For me, zinnia is an annual, but I save the seeds, so it comes back each year. It's a good suggestion to save seeds. Aha! Another tip I have for you is if you have mums, also known as chrysanthemums, then what I definitely recommend you guys doing is I recommend that you guys on your chrysanthemum, you can actually deadhead chrysanthemums. If you deadhead them, they'll come back more. And that's what you kind of want to do, right? So that's what you want to do. I would definitely do it to the daisies also. And that's what everybody should do. The reason I tell you that is because it's important that you have continuous produce, right? And continuous growth. So if you want to have, yes, if you want to have continuous growth going on, then I definitely recommend it. Save your seeds. I even save the onion seeds. Seriously. I save all my seeds. I mean, and I think everybody should save their seeds because it saves money. It saves so much money. And then another thing is, one thing that I think about is a lot of people think planting is hard, but planting is not that hard. It's easy to put plants in the ground. You just have to remember they like water, so they like adequate water. And not only that they like adequate water, but your plants are going to need proper soil. A lot of time I use compost, which is organic material. So it's my compost consists of a third cow manure, a third grass clippings, and just whatever herbs and leftover veggies and stuff I have going on. I put that in there too, and that's a third, and another third. So I put grass clippings, just herbs from the gardens, and then any fruit, vegetables back from inside. I don't put any citrus in there. At this point, my hens are laying enough eggs to eat daily, so they're not laying so many eggs. It's just 3 eggs a day, and so just have to be kind of patient with my chickens. Have to be super patient with my chickens. Have to be very patient. That's right. I am trying. The goal is to try to do your best to save that money. That is correct. That is correct. That's my goal. And you know one thing, this year I grew okra, and the okra is from seeds from last year. Right, hippie? And that right self by itself is rewarding. And having to trim and prune my gardens is a lot better than having to go to the store and purchasing more, don't you think so? Good morning, my really good friend is here. Thank you. Hidden, thank you so much for being here. Severe, thank you for being a trooper. Hidden, I cannot see well outdoors. So if you can see me, say hello. Namaste, my friend. Good evening to you. Thank you for being here and thank you for your friendship, your kindness. If you're my member, a big shout out to you. Thanks for being here. Very difficult in the sun. Praise the sun if you are a Dark Souls fan. But definitely if you are just a fan of living on Earth, praise the sun. And right, praise the sun, definitely. So sometimes your plants need adequate sun and you're not giving them that sun amount. Remember I mentioned that coral bells like it more shady, and yeah, those succulents love it more shady. So I have lots of succulents indoors. I have lots of succulents indoors and they're doing pretty good. So succulents indoors are always a bonus. Always a bonus. Anyway, what about you guys? I have a couple of minutes left. If you have any questions or anything about gardening, go ahead and ask me. I have a couple of minutes left. Thank you so much, Hidden. Thank you so much. Thank you. You said my voice is just like news anchor. I get this all the time. When I was a child, there was one person I liked, and they spoke so well, and I always gave them compliments. And as I grew older, there was another person that did so well. And to be honest with you, I always said to them, "Your voice is so good. Someone actually wants to listen to it. Someone actually cares to listen to it." So thank you, Hitten. You're awesome. Thank you for being kind, and thank you for your kindness and for your generosity. I'm really appreciative of your kindness. I'm really appreciative of your kindness. Thank you, my friend. You're very nice. T Pro, welcome. Thank you for being here. Do you have any questions about gardening or anything to answer? Anything for you? You're good? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, my friend. And thank you for your donations, your kindness, your time. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for your friendship and your kindness. Thank you so much. Pro, big shout out to you. Thank you, friend. Thank you to all my friends and all who could make it in stream today and my members. Again, thank you. Again, I would like to give a big shout out to all my friends and members, my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for today. And I hope that the rest of your day is beautiful. And I'm thankful that you joined me today in my stream. It is a windy day. The weather is changing. The storms are coming in. Some moved out, new ones moving in. So that is exactly what I am working on. Hidden, I actually have some plants that are outdoors, like my rue is good for outdoors. Inside of your house, I would keep a succulent. I would keep a ZZ plant inside of your house by a south facing window, or perhaps if you can find any east facing window, I would go ahead and put down. Sometimes some people do west, but that would need medium. I would definitely pick a north window and put succulents there. My succulents are doing great. The pencil cactus does great. Any kind of succulent or cactus enjoys it. Anything that likes partial shade, and that's 65 degrees Fahrenheit to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, basically near room temperature. Indoor plants love room temperature, but they still need the sun and they still need plant food. Don't forget to fertilize your plants with natural fertilizer, and don't forget to feed your indoor plants. I'm so thankful that you guys were able to join me today. I look forward to seeing you again. Once more, I'm Spenta. I thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you again. Much love to you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. And again, this is Black Eyed Susan. I'm Spenta, wishing you a fantastic day.